have a guest co-host with me. It's the homie MEIA. Welcome MEIA to the show, people.
You're tuning into the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast.
Yes. Hey, she is a music lover just like us, so she's filling in for Mr. Prez. Mr. Prez is still moving into his humble abode in Orlando, so he'll be back next week or the week after. It just depends. You know, life is coming at him fast, but luckily I have a lot of cool homies that want to fill in and talk some music. So let's get right into it, MEIA. I mean, Snoh is one of those artists that when she drops, you know she's gonna have you in the fields. It's a 45-minute album, and man, I found myself riding around this thing, and I probably shouldn't be thinking about old things, but she just has me in the fields the entire time. So I'll kind of leave the floor to you in terms of just like immediate results, because it just came out this past Friday. So what's your immediate feelings about the project?
It's a vibe. I'll say listening to it, it's sexy, it's toxic, but it's real. And so I
Very
get
toxic.
with it.
It starts off with indecisive, you know what I mean, to where it doesn't even seem like she's hurt by being indecisive. It just seems like she's in a good space because she just has that voice that just settles you. And then I was like, okay, cool. This is a good intro. It's not too in your face. But then when she switched the beat, I was like, oh yeah, we might be in for a treat, because she went into that. You know how when Drake goes into those beat switches, and then it gets like really moody and eerie, and then you're like, I don't know what he about to say, but it's about to be something dope. It's about to be something dope. So I mean, let's talk about messy. Let's talk about toxic as far as this project. Why do you feel that way?
Toxic. I give you toxic. I won't give you messy because, okay, if we go with indecisive, like you said, it comes on, it's real cool, it's lyrical, and it's real poetic. She's all birds in the spring, and are you coming back to me? And then, like you said, the beat drops. And it's basically like you're missing him, but then he hits your phone and you're like, wait a second, I don't have time for you now. So she just kind of goes off and I'm feeling it. And then right towards the end, she's right back to in her feelings and a part of me still wants you. It's toxic.
Very, very much so. Very much so. So much that I was left confused but entertained by it. So moving on to the next track, Lost You, is where this is Snoh at home. This is what I know her for. And I like her a lot because she can get you in those moods, like I said before. So like one of the lyrics off here, she was like, what she said, I won't hold the past against you. When you hold me, I forget to. I can never draw the line with you. No. So basically, there's times where she may let her significant other at the time back in because she's lost without him, her. I don't know who she loves, but I'm just, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. But yeah, man, this is one of those ones where I was like, yeah, I'm digging this track, and I'm liking what's happening so far. What do you think about Lost You?
Lost You was one of my favorites before the album even dropped. I used to just rock with Lost You before, but it would definitely put you in your feels. But when you're coming from a woman's point of view and you hear Lost You, like you said, I forget to, I'm not going to hold the past against you, but this is my question for you. Who is wrong in this song? Because she starts off, you're a stranger, was it a lie? Where's the love? Then I lost you, I'm always love you. So did you lose them? Did you let them go? Like where exactly, what are we doing here? But I love the song personally. It speaks to the crazy, I feel like, in all of us.
Yeah, and that's left up into the interpreter, you know what I mean, or the person receiving it, rather, left up to the person receiving it, because she leaves that part out of it, whether she was the reason for the relationship failing or or not. So with that said, I thought it was a good reintroduction to her sound. You know what I mean? She didn't stray too far what she normally does, so I rock with it. But we don't have to go through each and every track here. I just want to hear like what's your immediate thoughts on just the the songs that you like the most off of it?
Indecisive, we already talked on. Lost You, just like that. That's one of my favorites, just because it's hot, it's passionate, and it kind of fits right into this album. Because I mean, let's be real. When you are going through a breakup, what's one of the first things that you start to miss? So this is just one of the ones. It just fits right into it. It's got her sound, and I got with that one. Tangerine Dream, that's another one where it's just up to the interpreter. But
Yeah.
I love that one because I don't know, like that one was, it kind of felt like classic Snow, but just it was a vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And then like as she got towards the end of the album, she started like just getting you in the feels like she normally does. Like so Dying for Your Love was another one. Taste was another one, and you don't even really need to describe what Taste is about. So she was definitely just letting it fly there in terms of I want what I want when I want it, similar to how dudes do the same thing. You know what I mean? You know that, and she was saying something about she has many different flavors, and I was like, okay, Snow, that you talking to the fellas on this one, as far as just you giving us that seduction feel, so to speak. So I was definitely rocking with Taste as far as one of my favorite ones. But she had a odd feature, or so to speak, not a play on words, but she had my man Tyler the Creator on there twice. Like, do you feel like on a Snow project, like before you heard it, did you hear Tyler being on there with him? I mean, with her.
No, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard it, because I think the first feature he was on was Neon Peach, and it kind of threw me off for a second. But I mean, it flowed.
Neon Peach. You know what? I'm not mad at Neon Peach. However, there's a few of the up tempo joints that she tried to play. Like so, In Your Eyes, the Neptunes produced one. I was like, I like what she did with that. And then when you got to Neon Peach, I was like, this is a little bit
Mm,
2000
yeah, I
is
feel you on that one.
2000-esque cheesy, classic rapper thing. But I will say Tyler didn't disappoint in terms of his ability to get on a R&B track like that, and he's done it with people out of his own camp in the past, but you haven't seen it a lot. But we shouldn't really think that Tyler can't do it, especially when with his last album Igor, he sang for a majority of the album or had a lot of little harmonies in there. So that was pretty dope, man. But overall, this is about 45 minutes. I think dang, I hate to compare, but this is what we do when we listen to music. I think
Okay.
if her would have cut down a little bit on the amount of songs on the album, I would have came away with the same type of feeling because I like them
I don't
both.
know.
I like them
I
both
like them both.
very
I like them
much.
both, but her hit different. Her hit different than Snow. And I'll say that because Snow speaks to that. Snow speaks to all your emotions. Like typically when, I was going through a lot of stuff before we got married, Mary J, that's where we went. Resentment on repeat, that's where we went. But with Snow, Snow lets you feel all the emotions, like the true range of emotions that you have in a relationship. It makes it okay for you to be through, but not be through at the same time. So I feel like with her, it's they're both dope, but they're dope differently, if that makes sense.
Oh, it makes absolute sense because I like them both and just comparing. But like in terms of our attention spans, like we talk about this every week, like it's always good to find that sweet spot nowadays because with everybody dropping a 30 to 40-minute project, you got to find that sweet spot when you're talking about keeping people attention because you may have the dopest project, but I'll take that back. That might be more for our rap. You know what I mean? But I think for R and
Yeah.
B, people sit with it a lot longer because you're not having as much quality come out every week, so to speak. So the Hers, the Snows, the Scissors, who's coming next, they definitely hold your attention a lot longer because no matter how long it is. But I know for me, it's a tough listen to get through when I'm just like, cleaning up the house and stuff like that. Like it doesn't take me an entire hour or so to get through that. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But overall, Temporary Highs and Violet Skies is a very dope project. I like that she's a writer, so you see her growth as far as writing in this. You also see her willing to go out and get different production. You heard the Neptunes on here. You see Tyler the Creator has a couple production credits on here as well. So overall, this is gonna be a mainstay. We just did our R&B review. I would have snuck this one in if we was doing it a little bit later, but this is definitely gonna be in my highest of the highs when we talking about top whatever 5-10 of the year, because it's a very strong body of work. So
We kind of breeze by Taste, but after you in the moment, you go to Taste and you smooth things over. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta listen to Taste. I mean, it's so fresh, it's so new. I can even pull the lyrics up, to be honest with you, because I was like, okay, I may remember a time or two I was in this situation, you know what I mean? She was like, I ain't trying to be the one for you, but I need to treat it like it's the only one made for you.
exactly.
So, hey, in the moment, it ain't about everybody else. It's about what me and you is doing. And I feel that. I feel that when we talking about Taste, man. And I can't wait to get a taste. It's like an appetite. Take like the hook, everything. It taste.
Drop the vocals. But that's
Hey,
what it makes you do, man. You can't sing, but Snow will make you want to sing, even though
yes,
you can't. Like,
yes. On my this like I said, man. I the Temporary Highs. Did you rock out to that one, or was Tangerine Dream your?
Tangerine Dream was mine. Temporary Highs, I'm not gonna lie, you might not appreciate it, but Temporary High, you know how you're watching YouTube and then the ad pops up and you can't skip it, you just gotta wait. That's how
Yeah.
Temporary High feels to me.
But
That's
yeah,
what that was.
that's how the Tyler joints. One of the Tyler joints was for me, not both of them. I forget which one it was. I think it was like it was
It was
Neon
Neon
Peach.
Beach.
It was Neon Peach. I
Yeah, that
wasn't
was,
I wasn't
yeah.
rocking with Neon Peach, but in the moment, yeah, I can vibe to that. Like I still had to get through the latter half more, because the latter half I like more, but as you keep cycling.
Really?
Yeah, as I like probably from Tangerine Dream on down. Even We Don't Have to Talk About It. Like what's understood
We
is
don't have
what's
to talk about that song.
oh you ain't rocking with
No.
it?
If Passive Aggressive was a song, it would be We Don't Have to Talk About It.
Right. But we don't all the time. Like as men, we don't have to talk about everything that happens. So I feel Snow on that. You don't?
You
You you
would.
you you a talker, huh? You must be a talker.
No, I'm not a talker. Actually, I'm not, believe it or not. But this is my thing. When it's an issue, let me put it like this. If she's going to say something, that means it meant something to her. So what she's saying is, oh, this bothered me, but we're not going to talk about it. No, that's not okay. That right there, that's the definition of toxic.
Well, she says, you say you really want to see me. You're only 2 miles away. All I see is FaceTime
It's a
ringing.
FaceTime ringing. Yeah, I know the
Right.
lyrics,
Right.
but we don't
So
have to talk about it.
no, because your actions are showing what it is. So why do I have to bring it up? Like what's done is done. Like I don't have to keep coaching you through it. At least that's how I see it from her point of view. Like you know what you did.
We don't have to talk about it.
Exactly. What else you got? What else was a particular lyric that made you be like,
Well, I mean, so the whole album is more or less a breakup where it's over, but it's not over. I want you, but I don't want you. But we didn't hit on everything because everything was the one true, for real love song on the album that spoke to the person that can make you feel all the ways that she talked about. Like she said on everything, I'm me with you. You make me forget about all the other ish I'm going through. You make me feel how I should feel. That's it right there. Like that explains why you will go through everything you go through with the person because that's how they make you feel.
Right. And then it couldn't be more apparent. So you talking about like verse number 2, she's like, baby, don't slow down because I love how you're taking me places in my mind. See how I love the view from this side. It's my favorite location.
Hmm.
No one can make me feel a couple hours away. Feel the day, make the day feel like a couple hours the way you do. I know forever wouldn't give me enough time to spend with you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man.
man, like talk. Listen, before, I think even before you got married, did you ever have a rough patch before you got
Yes.
over the broom and got down? So you've had these moments in verse 2.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
needed
So
this whole album.
right, right. And I see. I don't need. I I'm happy I wasn't in the R&B when I was going through my things. Like I love Mary J. I love all of that, but like I wasn't actively listening to R&B in my younger 20s because I would have been a mess. I would have been in there crying with my damn Hennessy in my hand like a
Well,
little
you wouldn't have to
cornball.
worry about it because Snow wasn't out. We had, like I said, we had Mary. But this is the thing: you pull up and Mary's playing, you might as well get back in the car or come back with some gifts or something because she in it.
But yeah, man. You got any last takeaways for the snow?
Nah, I just say save yourself. The very last one on the album before you cut out. That's one of my top faves.
But yo, Mia, I can't let you go without you telling the people. You just not a friend filling in. You a friend about her business. Tell people a little bit about what you got going on with your YouTube channel and your IG and what you just recently started.
So if you go check out my YouTube, it's Mia Reveals. That's the channel, and that's just where I come and I drop all the financial education that we didn't get going through high school, and even some stuff that I learned in college that I just feel like is very beneficial to help us get through and navigate the real world. And I did just launch my own personal financial advisement services. So for anyone who wants to take that information and apply it to their everyday lives, I am that coach that sticks with you the entire way through. And I tell my clients all the time, you might not like me now, but they always come back and tell me they love me and they thank me because I help them get to their goals. And I mean, that's the whole point.
We definitely didn't like her when we worked together in the past because that's how we became homies, but she on it when it comes to finance. For the people that need a little bit more believing, give them your credentials because people like to hear credentials. Okay, you're doing the finance thing, but how exactly are you qualified? I mean, they can go look at your website. But I know they want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
No, I feel you. I've got my bachelor's in economics, my master's in accounting and financial management. I've got two professional certifications. I'm a certified defense financial manager with acquisition specialty. I'm a professional budget analyst. I am a DoD financial management cert level one. I have my level two cert here in a couple of weeks. And I am going to get back into my CPA goals. I haven't really spoken on this, but just because I'm going back into the actual financial advisement side and the personal side of things, I like to have everything I can to give the people what they need. I want to give you the best, so I'm going to be the best.
Okay, so if you listening to this on audio, you can reach her at Mia underscore reveals underscore YT or www.miareveals.com and look a little bit more into the services that she offers. Hey, Mia, I appreciate you standing in because it's always a little awkward with me and Prez is talking R&B between two dudes, but we get it done. But I appreciate you stepping in for the Snow review. We love to have you back when that scissor drop or another dope R&B album that you feeling, man. So you guys take care. I know you over there in Florida and during the storms and stuff like that. So you guys stay safe and tell everybody hello and you guys be easy.
Will do. You too.
All right, peace.